Hi, I'm Bex from Bramble and Fox, which is a UK hygge lifestyle shop. If you're the sort of person who wanted to set a word for the year but sort of feel like you've left it too late, or you've been intrigued by the idea of using a word to live by for the year but you don't really know how to do it, then this video is for you. So today I'm going to sort of talk you through how you choose a word for the year and what you would do with it. So get yourself something nice and cosy to drink, settle yourself down. You'll need a notebook and pen, and let's get started. So why choose a word for your year? Choosing a word acts as an anchor to keep you from drifting throughout the year, and a word for the year can also act as a compass point to sort of gently guide you through any goals or intentions that you set for the year. And it can help you to decide if you are in a tricky situation where you're not sure which way to go with something, then your word can help to keep you aligned with what your needs are for the year. So let's get into picking your word. So on a piece of paper, I want you to journal out some answers to these questions. Okay, so the first question is, when did I most feel alive? It could be recently, it could be quite far back, but I want you to think about when you most felt alive and tingly and really at one with what you were doing. The next question is, when did I feel most like my true self? That could be that you might do some sort of activity at the weekend. Whatever it is, it's when you most feel like your true self. Like this is who you are before the world told you who you were supposed to be. Okay, so note that down. The next thing I want you to note down is, what have been your wins, little wins and big wins, over the last 12 months? It doesn't matter how small it was, it all adds up. And the final question is, what do you want to let go of? So if you could wave a magic wand this year and you could let go of something that's been bothering you, what would that be? Now I want you to go back through your answers to these journal questions, and I want you to notice the answers. I want you to pick out anything that's quite interesting that hadn't occurred to you before, maybe circle it, and notice any patterns. Is there something that you haven't noticed before that these answers have in common? Or is it something that you've sort of known for a little while deep down, but now it's sort of staring you in the face? So have a look at that, review what you've written, and see if there's anything interesting that can be pulled from those answers. I want you to notice how the answers make you feel, in particular the answers that relate to what made you feel most like your true self and what you want to let go of. Do you notice that you have like a tingly, excited feeling when you look at the answers to what makes you feel like your most true self? And do you have any sort of feelings of discomfort or shifting in your seat when it comes to what you want to let go of? Now, on a new page, I want you to let your mind just drift. And I want you to write down any words that come into your head that have some sort of connection to what you've written down on those journaling prompts. I want you to note down the words that they just speak to you, no matter how outrageous or how flamboyant they may seem at first. Even if they seem completely out of character for you. So, for example, previous words that I've used as my words for the year have been gutsy. I've also had words like sparkly on there. So it can be as flamboyant, as ridiculous as you may think it is. Still note it down. And if you're struggling with this bit, just have a sip of your drink, just maybe have a look out of the window and let your soul whisper the words to you. It won't let you down. Now when you've done this, I want you to look back over the words and see which ones immediately jump out to you. and I want you to circle those words. Once you've looked back at those words, try them on for size. How would it feel to be gutsy? What would that involve? Now you might have a couple of words that you're sort of torn between. One that feels right, like it would be a really easy fit, and one that feels tingly, almost maybe a little bit scary to try on for size. A bit like if you go and try a dress on and you feel like it's maybe a bit more risque or daring for you, I would choose that word. I would choose a word that's tingly every single time, because that means that there's something deep inside of you, a part of you that doesn't get access to very often, and that's the bit that's trying to come out. Okay, so we're now looking at how you use your word for the year. You'll need to keep your word somewhere that you'll see it every day. This could be as simple as writing it down on a post-it note, popping it on your mirror where you're going to see it every day. It could be as simple as writing the word down, taking a picture of it and making it the screen lock on your phone. Or if you feel called to, you could maybe embroider it and put it on an embroidery hoop, or maybe do some brush calligraphy with it. Whatever your soul sort of tells you to do with the word, but you need to see it every day. So next, it's time to use your word to set some goals. So I can help you with this at my workshop this weekend, The Key to Your Year. To find out more, head over to brambleandfoxshop.com and head over to Hygge Workshops.